Hello everyone, this is my March Madness predictions of 2018. So let's get started with the South. We have Virginia playing UMBC, and I think Virginia will win that game, no doubt. Creighton plays Kansas State. You know what's funny is my friend is a K-State fan, and I am a Creighton fan, so there's going to be a lot of trash talking this week. So I'm going with Creighton. Kentucky versus Davidson. Kentucky's going to win this one because they beat Tennessee in their conference, and Tennessee's pretty good. We have Arizona playing Buffalo. I think Arizona will win that game. I don't know why, but I think they are. Here's my first upset, Miami and Loyola Chicago. I think Loyola will win. Oh my gosh, I forgot why. I'll tell you later. Tennessee versus Wright State. I feel like Tennessee will win this because they are doing really good. And the next matchup is Nevada and Texas. I think Texas will pull off the upset here against Nevada. And then Cincinnati versus Georgia State. I think Cincinnati will win this one. Oops. And then Xavier versus Texas Southern or NCC. Xavier will win that one. Oops. Okay, now we have Missouri and Florida State. I think Florida State will pull off the not the upset, but I think they will win this game because Missouri hasn't been doing too good with their conference, so I feel like, and same with Florida State, but I feel like Florida State has more potential to win this one. Ohio State versus South Dakota State. I think Ohio State will win this one because they're really good this year. Gonzaga versus NC Greensboro, I think. And I think Gonzaga will win that one because they're really good also. Houston versus San Diego State. I think Houston will win this one because they were really close to being Cincinnati, the 2 seed. Up here, and it was just a 1-point game. And now we have Michigan and Montana. I think Michigan will win this because they're really good in March Madness. Like, they did a lot of upsets last year, and I feel like they can do it this year. Texas A&M and Providence. I think Providence will pull off the upset here because they did beat Xavier twice in the Big East. And North Carolina versus Lipscomb, I think North Carolina will win this one. And now let's go to the East side. Villanova versus LIU or Radford. I think Villanova will win this one because they're really good. And they've only lost a couple times this year to really good people. Virginia Tech and Alabama. I think Colin Sexton will be on fire, hopefully, and he will make it to the next round. West Virginia versus Murray State. As much as I want to say Murray State, I have to go with West Virginia because they are really good. They even made it to the finals against Kansas in their tournament. Wichita State and Marshall. I think Wichita State will win this one because they're a great team and they will make it really far in this. Why is my mouse doing this? Because I forgot what I was saying. Florida and St. Bon or UCLA. I think Florida will win. I think Florida will win this game because, my gosh, this is not the greatest mouse. Because they're Florida. They're going to win. And here is an upset that I will choose. Texas Tech and SF Austin. I think SF Austin will win this game against Texas Tech because they pulled off a couple upsets in the past couple of years, and I think they will do it this year also. Arkansas and Butler, I think Butler will pull off the upset against Arkansas because they're really good, and they played Villanova, and they were actually sort of close. Purdue versus CSU Fullerton, I think Purdue will win that game. They're really good. Really, really good, actually. And they'll probably make it far in this tournament. Kansas plays Pennsylvania in the Midwest, and I think Kansas will win that one. Even though Pennsylvania does have a chance to actually beat a 1 seed, I think that would be a close game. Seton Hall plays NC State. I think Seton Hall will win this game because they've beaten, I think they did beat Xavier once. I think. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look. Clemson plays New Mexico State. I think Clemson will win this one. Even though they haven't been really good lately, I think they will still win this game. Auburn plays Charleston. I think Charleston will win this one and pull off the upset because Auburn isn't doing too sweet. They've lost to Alabama, and who knows what can happen in this game. TCU plays ASU or Syracuse, and I think Syracuse will win that game, and they will beat TCU and advance to the round of 32. Michigan State plays Bucknell. I like saying that. And I think Michigan State will win this because they're really, really good this year. And I think once they were a 1 seed. Rhode Island plays Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma will win this, and Trae Young hopefully will do his best and hopefully make it to a round of 32. And I'm still kind of mad that Oklahoma State didn't make it, even though I'm a Creighton fan. Or USC, that was kind of trash. Duke plays Iona. I think Duke will win that, just because they're good. Okay, round of 32. Virginia versus Creighton. And I think, even though I'm a Creighton fan, I'm going to pick Virginia to win this one because Creighton's not that good. They always go in ice cold in the second half. Kentucky versus Arizona. I think Kentucky will make it to the next round, and they will beat Arizona. I feel like they have potential to do that. Loyola, Chicago, and Tennessee. I think Tennessee will win this game and advance to the Sweet 16. And then Texas and Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati will win this game, no doubt, if they play Texas, that is. And then Xavier plays Florida State. And I think Xavier will beat Florida State and advance to the Sweet 16. Here's another good matchup. Ohio State and Gonzaga. Sorry to say this, Ohio State, but I have to go with Gonzaga because they made it to the championship last year. And I feel like they have better potential to do it. Houston plays Michigan. I feel like Michigan will win just because I like them. They're good, and I want them to win. Providence plays North Carolina. Here's my upset of round 32. I think Providence will win because they have beaten quite a lot of teams lately that are pretty good, like Xavier, and they went in overtime against Villanova in the Big East Championship. So Villanova plays Alabama, and here's another upset. I think Alabama will win this one, and Colin Sexton will be on fire. Here's another good matchup, West Virginia and Wichita State. I think West Virginia will win this one. I think their defense is going to do really good this game, and I feel like Wichita State will be knocked off. Florida and SF Austin, I feel like Florida will win this one because SF Austin's a 14 seed, and I don't think they'll win. Purdue plays Butler, and I think Purdue will win that game because Butler's okay, but Purdue's pretty good, so I feel like Purdue will win this one. Kansas plays Seton Hall. I feel like Kansas will win this one. And then Clemson plays Charleston. And I feel like Charleston will actually go to the Sweet 16 and defeat Clemson, because who knows what will happen in that game if it happens. Michigan plays Syracuse or ASU. And I feel like Michigan State will win this one. No doubt, if that does happen, if it's a matchup. Duke and Oklahoma, I feel like Duke will win this one, even though it will be a good game. I still think Duke will win. Okay, let's go to Sweet 16. Okay, so Virginia plays Kentucky, and I feel like Virginia will win this one because they're quite good this year, and I feel like they have potential. Tennessee versus Cincinnati. As much as I want to say Cincinnati, I have to go with Tennessee because I feel like they have their strong players going to play, and they're not going to quit. Xavier plays Gonzaga, and I feel like Gonzaga is going to win this game. I really don't want to see Xavier advance to Final Four or Elite Eight, just because I'm a Creighton fan. Michigan plays Providence, and I feel like Michigan will win this one, and they will advance to Elite Eight. Number 9, Alabama versus number 5, West Virginia. I feel like West Virginia will win this one. I feel like Alabama won't be as good as they would against Villanova. Florida plays Purdue, and I feel like Purdue will win this one, just because they're really good, and they're pretty good. Kansas and Charleston, no doubt Kansas, they'll advance if this does happen. Michigan State and Duke. Now, this is a matchup I've wanted to see, but I think Michigan State will win because they're really good, and I want to see them win. And then Elite Eight, I have Virginia and Tennessee. I feel like Virginia will go to the Final Four and beat Tennessee. Gonzaga and Michigan, I have to go with Michigan because I really want them to win, and hopefully it does happen. West Virginia plays Purdue, and I think West Virginia will pull off the upset here, and let's see if it does happen. Kansas plays Michigan State, and I feel like Kansas will get knocked off here, and if this mouse works. Okay, here we go. Virginia plays Michigan, and I think Michigan will pull off the upset and defeat Virginia. And then West Virginia and Michigan State, I think Michigan State will go to the final, and then I think the winner will be Michigan 85 to 83. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.